What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3VO, where we're all on the same team. I'm your host for today, Jordan.
And I'm your other host, Brendan.
And if you're new here, we're just two big old nerds that love video games so much that we just can't stop talking about it. And if you share that same slightly annoying enthusiasm that we do, this is definitely the place for you. Today, we're going to be talking about the newest addition to the Resident Evil franchise, Resident Evil Requiem, which I am super excited about. But before we get to that, Brendan, how are you, man?
Tired.
Yeah.
This year has been 5 years long.
2026 is somehow lasting through. It is. I think what it is that makes it feel so long is that it's playing the hits from the early 2000s right now.
Playing the hits is crazy.
Yeah, propagandized war in the Middle East.
Yeah, like oh wait.
The Gorillas are touring again. Like it's.
Hilary Duff is back.
Hilary Duff is back.
Yeah, it's really a time. I just in my professional life just interviewed for a supervisory position, so I'm very hopeful to hear back on that soon, and hoping to just upgrade.
Yeah,
just have a little bit more responsibility, a little bit more pay, yes, and make a little bit more impact, because I feel very not impactful at my job.
Oh,
not that I'm not doing work. It's just just tedium,
Right.
So, how are you? What's up?
We're doing good. Work has thankfully been a little bit more steady. We were getting hammered for a little bit, which is probably...
You can't drink at work, Jordan.
I know, but yeah, I'm just working security. I don't need to pay attention that much at a hospital. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
You put that down.
What are you doing?
That's a scalpel. You stop that. I'm a doctor. What do you...
Get out of my operating room.
Yeah. That it also hit me. It's probably how I got sick for a little bit. Spent this last week like a little bit sick, which is why I probably still sound a little gross right now.
Yeah, everybody take your meds out there. Like, the flu that's going around, at least in our area,
it's
gross. Is rough.
It's a gross one.
Yeah, don't get it.
It's all like up here, but that was the most congested I think I've ever been in my life. That feeling of just like, I want to be able to detach my nose and just lean forward and let everything drain out of my head.
Yeah, just like turn the spigot in the back and just
But to keep up with like the positive vibes we want to have with the show, one of the nice things that did come out from me being sick was that because I've been sick almost this whole week, I wasn't able to work out or like that. And a lot of times when I am forced to take a break from working out, I get that. I don't know if it's linked into body dysmorphia, but it's that feeling of like, well, now I've just lost all progress.
Yeah.
And when I get back into it, I'm starting from square one.
But like all or nothing.
All or nothing thing. Yeah. Don't have that.
Yeah.
I still feel like I'm just gonna get back into it next week, and I'm gonna feel fine, and it's gonna be cool, and my body probably needed the rest anyway.
Yeah.
So like, positives there.
Good. Glad to hear that.
I also got to go to another wrestling thing,
nice,
which was great. Just one thing I want to shout out from it too, because I talked about it. Re-listened to one of our previous episodes where I talked about where you asked me about wrestling.
Yeah.
Wanted to mention too, as a part of that discussion, is that one of the things that people should know going into wrestling, it's camp, it's cheesy, it's over the top. That's part of the vibe. There's a lot of arguments about that within the community, but when we were there, I talked about him last time. My boy Brody King had a match, and one of the things with him is that his crowd chant is literally just a bark. It's just people going, "Ooh, ooh, ooh." Yeah. But because of all the work he's been doing for like the protesting for ICE and like the shirts that he sells and the merch that he sells in general,
protesting against ICE.
Just to be clear, about Mr. Brody King,
ICE.
That is very, very anti-ICE. But he came out and people started doing the barks, but then the bark slowly transitioned into everybody going fuck ICE.
Yeah.
And now it's just a thing people chant at AEW shows.
That's great.
They had a show on Wednesday and people just started chanting it, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Fuck ICE is the official opinion of this show and all its creators.
Fuck ICE, get rid of them. We don't need them. We didn't have them until 2003. Fuck these guys.
Yeah. Fuck ICE. Fuck Donald Trump. No kings.
Get the fuck out of my airport.
That.
Hopefully by the time this comes out, that's resolved in some fucking fashion, but who knows?
I mean, hopefully by the time this comes out, a lot of things are resolved.
Yeah.
We can always hope.
We can always Hope.
We've had a couple of Friday the 13th, I think, since we last recorded.
We
so
have. We both
let's do a
had
tattoo update.
Yes, absolutely.
I didn't actually get any Friday the 13th tattoos, but I did see my tattoo artist for some Pokemon Day tattoos.
Yes, that's right.
And so I've got my Bulbasaur now, and I got my Haunter filled in.
Yeah.
And so now I have my voice.
You didn't have the Bulbasaur tattoo.
I didn't have the Bulbasaur
right?
previously, no.
That's crazy that you got a Haunter before you got a Bulbasaur.
Well, I got the Haunter at a Friday the 13th Flash.
Right, for sure.
A while ago.
For sure.
They didn't have a Bulbasaur.
For sure.
Or I would have.
For sure.
But it is a little crazy, I know. But then I got my Bulbasaur and then I got him filled in. So it is even.
I got you. No, you're wrong. I wasn't saying anything bad about it. It was just like that feels weird that you had a different Pokemon before you got your favorite.
Yeah. I didn't want my Bulbasaur to be just Flash.
Absolutely.
I was like, I want to yeah.
For sure. That makes sense.
Yeah, and my artist did be really good. Go follow Irie at Alien Art Soup. She does great work.
Hell yeah.
What about you? You've got some somethings.
Yeah, we actually the last Friday the 13th I went to, which was now 2 back. Because we had them not in a row, but like pretty close.
Yeah, 2 in a row, February, March, yeah.
Yeah, it was February, March, that's right. First place I forget the name of the place. First place we went to, I got my first 2, which I got a little Calcifer guy up here, and it's above my other Ghibli one, my little Totoro spirit guy.
Yeah.
And I realized in a very silly moment playing games for my sister's birthday that I can make a gift. Just a delight. You know when you say something so ridiculous yourself, you say it and go, and just like fall over.
You're just like, wow, that's words that came out of my mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. And then on my other side, because I don't have enough Michael Myers tattoos. I got another one.
Yeah.
It's a little, but I do dig this one a lot. It's a kitchen knife with his face like in the reflection of the knife.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good one.
I like it.
And then my wife wanted to go to another one. Originally not planning to do like tattoos, but her friend had like a little like pop-up stand.
Yeah.
They work for this because this tattoo place is actually really cool. They do this like link thing with this group that does like cat adoption stuff out in the area, and they do it as like a part of their money from the tattoos goes to the charity and also buy stuff like merch from the place to support and whatnot. So originally I wanted to do that, but I saw their flash the stuff in their flash mall and I like this stuff, and so I got another little skull guy.
Yeah,
but he's a little bit sillier looking. He's got like hearts coming out of the top of his head.
You're very burpy today.
I am very burpy today.
Not to call you out, but like
this is the first carbonated beverage I've had in like 2 weeks now. So my body's like,
you're going through it.
What's going on? Are we okay?
Let's get a burp counter going for Jordan. I'm kidding.
I'm catching so much shit on my burpiness from the dude who has admitted on this podcast that he's a gassy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Takes
one to know one.
Fair enough. Well, now that all the pleasantries are out of the way, let's get into some unpleasantries.
That's what you're going with?
Yep, we're going
to stick to that.
We're sticking to that.
Okay, let's go.
Right now.
Yeah.
Sticking to the unpleasantries of all of these evil residents we'll be talking about today.
Oh, boy.
We're talking about Resident Evil 9, Resident Evil Requiem, and I am so fucking excited to talk about this game today. For those who may not know, slight spoilers ahead. We will be holding back a little bit here because timing and craziness. One of the hosts, unfortunately, was not able to fully finish the game.
I'm working on it, and it's a relatively new game, so
it's a new game. It's also, just to kind of dive into it, it is also very, very heavily influenced by original Resident Evil games, which means we are hardcore back into puzzle territory, running back and forth, finding stuff. Not a lot of guidance in the game itself, other than like really needing to connect dots, stuff like reading papers, looking at pictures, like all that fun stuff, which is great and wonderful. But like, it does mean that like if you're going in blind and not relying on a guide, you are going to be doing a lot of, okay, I got this now. I think this goes for this, and I got to go and get this and this and this and this and this. And I love. And also, there's zombies running around everywhere. But so to get into the plot a little bit here, for those who don't know, Resident Evil 9 Requiem is obviously the 9th installment of the mainstay titles in the Resident Evil series. We get introduced to a new character named Grace Ashcroft, who's working for the FBI and is sent on assignment originally to look into a murder that has happened in a hotel where her mother was fucking killed. Insane move by a department head at the FBI.
Insane. I know you're trying to cover plot, but let's circle back.
Let's go ahead and talk about this guy. Let's talk about the real villain of Resident Evil, which
honestly,
is Grace's boss.
Yeah, for real. This poor desk agent clearly has never been in the field before. And you're just gonna, hey, why don't you go out into the field, investigate these murders, like this string of murders that have occurred, the first of which being your mom 8 years ago at this hotel.
Yeah.
Could you just go investigate that real quick? That'd be awesome. Thanks. What the fuck?
No one putting together any connective dots that it's like, oh, someone got murdered at the same place as one of our agents' mothers was killed at. That's concerning. Maybe we don't send that person over there. Nothing is confirmed in the game. There are fan theories that guy is also connected.
Connected in some way. I would think that he'd have to be.
Yeah, he would.
That's like the only viable explanation. Otherwise, he is just grossly negligent.
Yeah. Every once in a while, Resident Evil will take sort of a leap at the top of the game just to get the character involved. But but since we're talking about her, since we're at the top of this thing, I find Grace Ashcroft to be a very interesting character. Yeah, especially because, and this, I don't know if it's something that you dove into at all, but I forget her mom's name, but they share the same. Alyssa, thank you. Alyssa is actually a character from a previous Resident Evil game, but it's like a side split game called Resident Evil Outbreak. It was this like interesting multiplayer thing which happens adjacent to Resident Evil 2 and 3 because you play as another survivor in Raccoon City when the outbreak happens.
Aha, okay.
Yeah, so that's how she's tied into like a lot of that stuff too. But there's a little, I won't give too much away because she hasn't gotten there yet. And I'm very, very excited for you to see. But like there's, she's obviously knows a little bit more about what happened in Raccoon City and stuff that's happened afterwards and whatnot. And so just, I'm trying not to, I'm trying to dance around certain things here.
This is the top of the game though. It's pretty early days. So you get thrown in and you're in. One thing that we have to talk about, which I really like, is that Grace's chapter, you have the option of leaving it in first-person mode, and Leon's chapters, who you also play as, you can have in third-person mode. Yeah. And he's more the action kind of cop hero guy. Yeah. And Grace is more of the, like, survival horror protagonist.
Grace's chunks are the more pure survival horror stuff, and Leon is definitely more like... It's very akin to Resident Evil 4. It's a little bit. It's a little bit more action-y, less focus on the scares.
And I love that. I love that, and it's a really good way to make the two different characters feel very distinct from each other.
Yes. Yeah.
I like dropping into and feeling very akin to a character, and I feel like Grace's chapters really like showcase that well.
Yes.
In that Outlast way.
Yes.
Particularly at the top of the game where you have absolutely nothing to defend yourself with.
We need to just talk about that opening part with like, so you get to the first part in the hotel. Yeah. Basically to sum it up, you find out that your mom hit something in that hotel all those years ago when you watched it. It's not even that like that's where where Grace's mother got murdered. You watched her get murdered brutally as well.
And it wasn't even about your mom. It was about you because they were after
Grace. Yeah. They were after Grace.
Not even about Alyssa at all.
It has to just be like layers and layers and layers of trauma, just like all like stacked on top of each other. Yeah. But then getting out of there, basically getting kidnapped by our new antagonist in the game, one Dr. Victor Gideon. He is so fucking creepy.
Fucking harrowing.
They really got the notes from Resident Evil Village where they were like, they wanted to fuck too many of the bad guys.
Let's make this guy unfuckable.
We need to make this man as undesirable as humanly possible.
Yeah, they nailed it.
He is so wonderfully creepy.
Insert image of Victor Gideon here. God damn, is he an ugly motherfucker.
But it's not just the look, the performance. The acting in this fucking game is top notch. Holy shit. Yeah. And especially from Victor Gideon, it's just like a creepy... The best word is slimy. Like, because he is just like... Every time you see him do stuff, you're just like... Like, get away from me, don't touch me, please.
Yeah, you feel like you want to take a shower after having been in the room with him.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Like, I know how he smells. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know how that man smells.
Yeah. It's not good.
Yeah.
We were talking about the like Outlasty bit at the beginning. Yes. You're dropped in, and Grace, who clearly has no FBI training whatsoever.
Yeah. Like I got like one time in the field, or like one like training session with a gun, and that was it.
Yeah, literally. The thing that gets me about Grace's chapters is that she's like going into the microphone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Grace, I'm already doing that. I don't need you to be trying that too. I'm already stressed.
But that's what I love about it. It really makes you locked into like, me too, girl. Me too.
Yeah,
like, I'm right with you.
So true. And she can't run. I have very big feelings about Grace not being able to fucking run. Like, I know there's FBI fitness training and tests that they have to meet. Why can't Grace run?
I'm now in the middle of a third run through of the game.
Yeah.
And I've realized that it's like, oh, there are sections where it's like they actually hold back on her sprinting a little bit to make it feel a little bit more tense. Like it's locked into it where it's like, no, they slow her down here because I'm like, I've definitely moved faster than this before.
Yeah, previously.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm glad that that's not all in my head.
Yeah. Very glad though that like the opening section of that game where you first get introduced to another one of our undead villains, commonly referred to as the girl.
Yeah.
So terrifying. That amazing shot where you open the door, the dead body falls out, and you just watch this giant hand come into the shot and pull it and just eat this man's head.
That reveal is something else.
It's
so good. Honestly, and this could be said of the whole game.
Yeah.
It's very cinematic, and the like in and out of those moments is so seamless.
It's so perfectly seamless.
So good.
Especially if I would recommend first time playing it, keeping Grace's stuff in first person, like they want you to.
Yeah.
Because it's so immersive.
The experience is really good.
Yeah, it's such a smart move to make those sections be like a first person mode. Mm-hmm. It just condenses your scope into such a way that just like, yeah, it's so terrifying. And it's a terrifying villain too. Because I was expecting it to sort of be like, oh, this is like a Lady Dimitrescu moment. Okay, she's going to be following me everywhere. Well, just got to keep ahead of her as much as I can and duck into corners and hide when I can. And then you're around a corner and then she comes down through the fucking ceiling.
Yeah.
I just felt my organs all go. Like, I don't know how else to describe it, but everything in my body just like tensed up, and I was just like, we gotta lock the fuck in on this now.
Yeah,
because this is oh god.
I knew that I was in for it when you're going through that area, and the only things that you're finding are empty bottles. And the game's like, you could throw this and make a sound. I was like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to play this kind of game.
I knew I was in trouble when I found the fucking book.
The book.
There's a little, I don't know if you found it, but there's a small, because you could skip it because there's nothing, there's really nothing in there. There's another room you go to that's clearly like a children's playroom.
Oh, yes.
The
kids' book that's like, have you seen the demon in the darkness? You better stay in the light. Yeah.
I have a theory, and I have no proof of this.
Okay.
That somebody who worked on that PT demo all those years ago got a job at Capcom.
Yeah.
Because they keep slipping very PT-esque shit into Resident Evil games from then on. Like, it's just, there's no way that there was somebody on that fucking team who was just like, oh, I already know how to scare the shit out of your players. Like, here we go. I got you.
Yeah, totally.
Oh.
So anyways, we were talking about Grace and like controlling her and how it feels like Outlast.
Yeah.
At the very beginning, you have like basically nothing.
Yeah.
But I loved the after Leon finally kind of catches up with her and they like kind of have their first interaction. And then you have like a Leon chapter for a second, but then it goes back to Grace and it's opened up and you're like in the main area that you're going to be in for a while. I was like, oh, saddle me up. Here we go. We're back in the castle. I know what the fuck is up. Let's go. I was so ready.
It's so wonderfully, I immediately got nostalgic because I was like, oh, this is RE1 style shit.
Oh, yeah. See, now I don't have that nostalgia because I didn't play
for sure. Yeah.
What a good time to get into this series, though. I started on Village.
It's the best.
And Requiem is so good. Not that Village wasn't good, but I'm like, oh, this is a good time to be like entering this series.
Oh yeah. Well, we're also in the phase where it's sort of like the roll-up that's happening now for Resident Evil is sort of like, it's sort of their apology tour a little bit too.
Oh, is it?
After 4, shit kind of got off the rails for a little bit. 5 is fine as a game. 6 is just a
bit of a mess.
Doing way too much in 1.
Yeah.
But it was so cool to see this too, because like it is jumping, because the whole game is jumping back and forth between Grace and Leon. And like, this isn't a huge spoiler, but like at the moment where we're talking about the game right now, or what we're going to primarily be talking about today, it is very Grace heavy. And you get like snippets with Leon where it's like you can run around for a little bit, but it's much smaller chapters with Leon than what you're doing with Grace right now. Later in the game, that switches. You get shorter moments with Grace and then much more expanded stuff with Leon. Because it's just as far as gameplay goes, it's much more satisfying to play as Leon than it is. The gameplay for Grace is great and it's perfect for what it does.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a thing where it's like when you play as Leon, it's definitely a feeling of like, yeah, let's go fuck up some zombies. And then you get back into Grace and it's like, time to hide.
Yeah.
time
to hide, time to run.
so much crouching. But a big thing I want to talk about within this new section too is such a cool thing, which is like, we haven't gotten the old school T-virus zombies in Resident Evil since 6. Everything else has been like some different variation. The black mold,
the mold,
or like
the
megamycete stuff. So this is I was a little trepidatious being like, oh, we're going T-virus again and zombies and stuff. But it's an adjusted different version of the T-virus.
Yeah.
So the zombies are a little different. And I love the changes we've made to the fucking zombies in this game. Well, just because like zombies, it's a weird thing to say this, but it's like the zombies have personality in this game.
Okay, no, I get it.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
There's still something going on inside in their head. You know?
There is some semblance of who they were before that has stayed over.
Yes.
But it means that like each zombie is sort of like a mini. Boss is different, but you have to have a different strategy than with going in with them, especially like in a survivor sense, where it's like. You could arguably run and gun through this section, but it's like one of the first ones I noticed when I first played it was there's the zombie that's just sitting there with the light switch going too bright. And he flips the light off. And I was just like, interesting. So I ran down a different hallway and flipped the light switch on. And he just walked right past me and went straight for the light switch. And I was just like, okay, so I could like kite these guys around if I want to. That's interesting.
I did not do that. I shot him.
For sure. And hey, legitimate, understandable strategy.
I have been shooting anything that moves.
Which is totally fair. Yeah. Which is totally fair. I'm just keep paying attention to that because I do eventually want to do like I'm on casual baby mode right now. With playing it, even on my third playthrough, because I just want to get used to it. But now I'm like thinking of like the strategy of like, okay, but I can move this guy over here without wasting bullets.
Yeah, I could see how in a more hardcore game mode where you have less resources.
That's what I'm assuming
really
is what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm also playing casual.
Yeah. Which is valid. It's valid. Yeah. It's perfectly valid.
And enjoying the crap out of it, may I add.
It's still great and still scary as
but I'm sure that I'm probably going to play it again, and I'll probably play on like the next difficulty setting up. I'm interested to see how it scales as the difficulty increases.
Same. For the most part, it's I
imagine that it would like scale back like some of the healing items, bullets.
In previous Resident Evils, that is really what it is. It's like it's less ammunition, less resources in general, and the enemies in the game are a little bit more difficult to kill, but do a little bit more damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's generally the kind of scope of it. And for the most part, Resident Evil's always been pretty good as far as like, excuse me, sorry, keeping that balance going. Put a counter on. But yeah, and just like even like the specialty, like to use for the gaming term aspect of it, and I mentioned that because we were having this discussion before we started recording, and I got confused. When I mentioned the Nemesis enemies, I mean like the ones that kind of run off of that system of that it's like they will continuously chase you around and follow you once they're activated. Right. Not Nemesis in terms of like in the Resident Evil franchise, how in the lore of Resident Evil, how that means.
The monster that's named Nemesis.
Yes.
Or whatever.
So to specifically talk about for the section we're in, it's the chef.
The chef and the chunk.
The chunk
is what it's referred to as. I found out far too late that you can kill them. Because I, coming from Resident Evil Village, I was like, oh, this is like a Lady Dimitrescu character.
Yes.
I can't kill them. They're just going to always be like, trying to find me, which is fine. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, that's how the game is built.
Yeah.
But then I found out you could kill them, and then I was like, oh, great, that's my mission now.
I did the same thing, and then I got one of it's like the hemolytic injector things you could get, which is basically just like stab a zombie and they explode. Yeah. Which rules. It's so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I also love that like the bloodstains stay everywhere. Like they don't fade away.
Yeah.
So it's just like when you go back through, you're like, oh yeah, that happened here. But I had to go back to the West Wing area, which is where the chef guy is walking around. Horrifying.
Yeah.
And it gave me, and I was just like creeping behind him because I was like, he's walking exactly where I need to go. I guess I'm just gonna crouch and be like 10 feet behind for a little bit. But then the little R2 icon appeared, and I was like, no fucking way. Ran up and went, and he went boof, and I was like, yes!
He went down to 1 hemolytic injector.
He went down to 1. He could go down in 1. Chunk takes a few more.
3.
He takes 3.
Yeah, Chunk takes 3. That's what I went with Chunk. But I killed the chef with 2 Requiem hits.
Yeah, you can also just shoot him with a couple of Requiem hits too.
Yeah, very
which
nice,
is
right?
Requiem is such a good gun.
Yeah.
And it's my favorite thing that like it's a gun that Leon starts the game with. Because normally in previous Resident Evil titles, that's the kind of gun you get like
towards the end.
Or like you have to or even like in Resident Evil 1, you can just skip that. It's like a big magnum you could just like not even fucking find. But like seasoned veteran Leon's going, no, we're walking in with this thing this time. We're not.
Yeah, we're not playing. Yeah.
We're not fucking around with it anymore. No finding this down the line. No,
Yeah.
I'm carrying this thing with me at all times from now on. Thank you very
Except
much.
I'll get in and then hand it to this FBI agent instead.
Who looks like she should get knocked on her ass anytime she fires the damn thing.
Yeah.
Grace is 110 pounds
Soaking wet. Yes, exactly. And maybe has only ever held a gun a few times before in her life.
I do love that the first time you shoot Requiem as Grace, she's just like, holy shit!
Yeah. Taking those guys out, super satisfying.
Super satisfying. I have a question for you though.
Yes.
So first time encountering Chunk is when you go to grab the security bracelet off of the dead body.
Yeah.
What was your experience that first time having? Because there's like some slight variations in how people experience that moment.
I'm so glad you asked.
Yes.
I saw the doorway, and then I saw the body, and I saw the glowing thing on its wrist, and I was like, oh, that's clearly a thing that I would like to have.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, the room over here has a typewriter where you can save, and it's like a little safe area.
For sure.
I was like, I'm going to get to that safe area after I go get that thing. Let me go get that thing. I went, tried to interact with it. Chunk appears. I went,
Yep.
Turned around, did not get the thing because it didn't pick it up or whatever. Ran away. And then had to fight my way back.
Yep.
Having not gotten the save point, having not gotten any of the item, having not gotten the bracelet, nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, kind of rough. Yeah, kind of not great.
Slightly similar experience, except I didn't even know the bracelet was there.
Oh, no.
So I was just like, new hallway to go explore. I started walking down that way, and then then went and turned around and fucking skedaddled.
Yeah. I'm glad that we both skedaddled. Oh my God.
Fully took off. I had to find out about the bracelet because I was scrolling through TikTok and I got spoiled for it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I was seeing that other people have the experience where they go, oh, cool, and they manage to grab it. But right as it goes to that like screen where it shows you the item that you grabbed, very classic RA, to just be like, here's what you got. People hear the sound of Chunk starting to go like, brrr, as it freeze frames on the item, and you just watch all these players just go, shit.
Yeah. Here we fucking go.
Okay. And then they go back in and they see the whole thing just fall, and you're like,
yeah. Pretty bad.
Also horrifying in his own fucking way. Have you encountered the zombie that hates noise?
I don't know.
Oh, it might be in another. He's the one that walks around with the IV pole and he swings it at you and shit.
Oh yeah, I've seen ones like those. Yeah, yeah. I just shoot everything though, so I don't know.
Fair enough.
I don't find.
You don't even get to know him at all. You just like
no. I'm not here to make friends. It's not called Resident Friends.
Which is something also that I will say that the game does adjust for is the fact that it's like, well, you can run the gun and just shoot all the zombies, but that means there's a possibility that they could come back meaner. Because that's when you could also get because that's when you need to get to the what are affectionately called the blister heads.
Yeah.
Which is such a gross name, and I love it so much. It's perfect for Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
They are akin to you're gonna learn about it anyway. They are akin to something in Resident Evil. These kind of infected show up in a lot because it's in Resident Evil 4 as well.
Mm-hmm.
But that Resident Evil is this really cool thing when they started doing the remakes where it's like, oh, you think you've killed them? No, they get to come back meaner because there's this thing called the Crimson Heads in Resident Evil 1. I hadn't really seen something akin to it. 4 has it a little bit, where the parasites will pop out of their heads and make them like meaner and like have ranged attacks and shit like that. But this was the first time in a while where it's like, oh, they just come back more aggressive. They can hit harder. They can hit you more times because they can just do that fucking swing back move over and over again on you.
They take more hits too.
They take more hits too to go down.
Yeah. Just emptying full clips into those motherfuckers.
It's so into their heads, which is the meanest part.
Into their heads. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, before I forget, shout out to casual mode for the auto aim.
Yes, God bless you.
It's like endless headshot.
God bless you. That's the last thing I need in the moment of panic. Just to be like, well, now I gotta line up a shot right now. Fucking great.
Yeah.
Fucking great. Cool. Yeah. Love that.
Yeah, it's really interesting that it's cool how the game sort of makes you kind of go back through areas that you've already gone through.
Mm-hmm.
And everything is kind of all there already, but you can't access everything because you'll like unlock abilities or you'll find a code to a safe or like whatever.
Yeah.
So it's nice that you're going back through areas and it's like, oh, cool, I can pick up that thing that I didn't pick up before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice that you haven't like completely looted areas.
Yes.
And then are having to go back through them and there's like nothing to help you anymore.
Yeah.
It's nice that they've kind of like sprinkled it over the entire route. You know what I mean?
Yeah, very optimized pathing for the game like this, which is very, very cool.
Not that I am running an optimized path because I'll be going over Hell's Half Acre trying to figure out what the fuck to do.
But that's again, it's the classic Resident Evil thing. It goes back to 1 and 2.
Or not having enough space to pick up the fucking thing that I want to pick up because, well, I've got, a gun and that takes a spot. And, oh, it's ammo and that takes a spot. Oh, and this plant I found, that takes a spot.
Yep. Yeah.
And this is why women's pants need pockets.
That was...
Is that a joke people are making?
That's the thing that people always talk about. They'll show Leon's inventory and go men's pants. And they'll show Grace's and go women's pants.
Yep, it's so fucking true. And then you finally get an inventory. I finally got an inventory upgrade. I was like, this is going to be great. I'm sure I'm going to get so many spots. And you got
2 slots.
More fucking spots. Are you fucking kidding me?
You can continue to find more stuff that will unlock.
I found a couple now, but like, ugh.
No, it sucks. It really, really sucks.
I'm also curious, speaking of that upgrade, that's behind sort of an emporium where you have to put in these antique coins.
Yes.
That's not something that I was familiar with in Resident Evil. Is that in other games? I know it's in Biohazard.
There's a version of that kind of system in some way. Normally, it is something more like, as you've probably, with Resident Evil 4 introduced the mechanic of it being like, there's a merchant in this village that you go to. He'll help you upgrade items and buy new shit and whatnot. Yeah. And other ones, it's more just like Resident Evil 2 has a whole mechanic where it's like you can find these little access codes that will let you punch into something and you could buy like upgrades for your inventory or weapons and blah, 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 blah. It's really just like a different like mechanic for like a merchant system in the game, basically, is what it is. But there's always some variation of it in some capacity, -1, which is just like you could just find better shit throughout the game as you keep going and unlock the areas and whatnot. The coins thing is very much Requiem and Biohazard.
Okay, so that's okay, cool. I was curious.
Yeah.
It felt very good when I got all of the coins that I needed. I was like, I am so good. I am such a sleuth. I am so good at survival horror games. And then I found like 3 extras, and I was like, God damn it. And I did not feel accomplished at all.
I had it. I think it's a safe in the bar area upstairs.
Yeah.
Where you encounter first time you encounter one of the singers.
The singers, yeah.
Such a cool one, but I hate him so fucking much.
Yeah.
That was the immediate. Now on the playthrough, it's like nope, immediate just Requiem shot. We're not dealing with you. Bye. But got the code for that one. I was like, okay, cool. Maybe this will be more inventory for me. Open it up, 4 more coins, and I was like, I've literally opened up all the things now. I don't need any more coins.
And that takes a fucking slot. So annoying.
Yeah, but at least the coins can stack. So there's that.
Yeah. At least there's that.
Yeah.
And some items don't stack, and I'm like, this is horseshit.
There's also like a file you can pick up too that is just like normally would go to like
your files
inventory, but it becomes a part of your inventory. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why this thing has to be?
I think I know what you're talking about. It's one of the like bound books in one of the puzzle boxes.
Yes.
That has the instructions to do a puzzle later.
Yeah.
I was fully like, I'm just gonna remember that solution to the puzzle that you've given me and not pick that up. So I did not pick it up.
Genius, actually. That's really smart.
Yeah.
Something I've started doing since I do this with pretty much almost every puzzle heavy Resident Evil game, going back to when they remade 2, because I had a fuck of a time remembering codes, shit that got sent in files and whatnot. Instructions like that where it's like rotate this and push this and do that. No, I just feel like fuck it. I take a picture with my phone.
Yeah.
And I just hold on to it like that because it's way fucking easier.
Yeah.
So I can just pull it up that way.
At least in this game, you have the ability to access your files when you're looking at the thing.
When you're doing the puzzle, you can actually pull the files up and be like, okay, so what was it again?
What was the code? Oh yeah, here it is. That's so nice.
It is really.
There's
really
a lot
nice.
of quality of life stuff in this game that is really, really nice. Like when you're picking up an item and it's like, well, your inventory is full, it'll just let you craft from that screen and be like, boop, 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 cool, got it now.
Or once you find it, now it's on the map.
Yeah.
So that way, if you're looking at the map later, be like, okay, ready to go? Like, oh, wait a minute, there's an herb right there. I can circle back and grab that on my way through to the spot for it, and I need that right now.
You don't even have to interact with it. You can just like spy it, and it'll go to your map. Which is really nice.
It is really nice.
You're moving fast and maybe didn't look very carefully.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if that's one of the things that changes in the higher difficulties.
Ooh,
if it doesn't show up on the map.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that might be mean. One of the things I like too is that Leon can parry pretty much anything with that fucking hatchet of his.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
It gets ridiculous later, in the best fucking way. But like, it's a little ridiculous later on, where it's like, what do you mean I blocked a missile? Like,
that's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Amazing. I love it. Overall, great scares.
Oh my god.
Really, really good game.
I'm so happy that they found, especially with the way that they decided to go and just be like, we're just gonna split the game between Leon and Grace. Because it's such a good balance too. Because as someone who's been playing Resident Evil for so long now, like, I do love the gameplay mechanics of Leon being a little bit more action and a little bit more fun. But then there is a part of me that is like, no, but I miss like the genuine feeling of the scare, how scary these games can actually be. And like going through 7 and 8, I love 7 for how it was really a return to form for like just how environmental and scary the game actually felt, versus then going into 8, which was still scary, but a little bit more of that like run and gun shooter feel to it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. 9 definitely has a like ambiance that is different.
Yes.
Yeah.
It feels very like I'm so curious what's going to happen with 10, because they've already announced that 10 is coming. Obviously, there's also rumors that there are going to be 2 other remakes that are going to happen between now and then. They're talking about. Excuse me. There's rumors that Resident Evil 5 is getting a remake, which makes sense, and I'm very excited because that's one of the ones that it's like it starts super strong, becomes a big mess like halfway through the game, unfortunately. So very curious about them redoing that. They tried doing co-op with that one, so I'm interested if they're going to bring that back or if they're going to abandon it. I would totally understand if they were like, it's not going to work. Right. Co-op and a survival horror does not work. It doesn't make it scary if you have another person running around with you. Would also be down to see if they could try to make it work again, though. But either way, I think it could. Yeah. Either way, I'm super excited about it. But also, they're talking about possibly remaking one of the ones that isn't a main title game, which is Resident Evil Code Veronica, which is a fan favorite game as well, but also is heavily tied into the story. There's a lot of stuff that happens in Veronica that really affects like main story stuff for Resident Evil down the line.
Interesting. They've remade 1 through 4 already, right?
Yeah, 1 through 4 have been remade.
1 through 4 have been remade. They're talking about doing 5.
They're also talking about possibly remaking 1.
Oh, remaking?
Remaking 1, which I would be interested to see now, because like now that I've seen the stuff with Grace and how you could do it in a first person perspective, I was trepidatious. Like, I don't know if 1 works with a different perspective like that. Now I totally think it could. Okay. Yeah. So I'd be interested in it. I don't think they need to. Right. Because I've talked about
Go back and remake 5 and 6 before you
Go back and remake 5 and 6 before you do 1. Yeah. And again, like even stuff like Code Veronica, like give it a remake. I'd rather see that stuff get like shown the light, get like the proper remake treatment.
How many side games are there?
So there's a lot. Not all of them are considered canon anymore.
Whoa.
Because not all of them worked out great. There's a ton of them though. I do at least Code Veronica is like the one that everyone agrees is like, yeah, this is good, and this is also canon to the rest of the series as well. But outside of that, ones that I could think of, there's the Revelation games. There's 2 of those. Actually, I think the Revelation games are also still canon. There was a terrible one called Dead Aim that everyone just pretends doesn't exist. There's a lot of side games that everyone.
Every long-standing franchise has a game that the fandom does not acknowledge. It's okay.
And there's more than one that the fandom doesn't acknowledge in the Resident Evil franchise.
And that's okay.
We pretend Dead Aim doesn't exist. We pretend the Umbrella Chronicles don't exist. Like it's all just
funny.
It's a mess. But thankfully, I'm so glad to see that they're back on track and back on the rails with these ones and like really honed it on like, no, we're gonna take. Because the other thing too is that like the story is so much better. There's a theme, there's a tone to all the games, and it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Well, I am excited to finish out my playthrough of Requiem.
We're gonna have to come back and talk about what
we might have to revisit.
We're gonna have to come back. I'm so excited to hear your thoughts about the game and to see what you do at the end of the game.
I'm so excited. I hope this also encourages me to. Well, I kind of already feel encouraged to go back and play some of the older titles, since this is a return to like the events of Raccoon City and Leon and like all of that. Yeah, I'm super excited to get.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to watch you get lost in this franchise.
Yeah.
Hey, now that we're done yammering on about how much we love Resident Evil 9, our producer Caitlin has prepared another bonus round for us today. Caitlin, what have you got for us?
Hello. I created just a very straightforward game entitled "What Number Are We On?" So I am going to be giving you a franchise. And you tell me. See, here's the thing. I thought that this was going to be very easy to calculate, and certainly not.
Oh.
So I did my best. I tried to stick to mainline games.
Okay, I got it. I thought it was going to be an event from a Resident Evil game, and we would have to place it in which one it happened in. So this is much better.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that'd be so mean for you to try to do.
It would be very mean. It would be very, but that's okay. We've had one-sided games on this show.
That's true. It's true.
Okay, great. So you're going to give us a franchise, and we're going to have to say what number we're on.
Yes.
In the franchise. Okay.
Excellent.
And no one be mad if I'm just a little bit off.
Yeah, no one come for us in the comments.
Please.
But also sticking to like main titles. So like I was talking about Resident Evil, like there is more than 9 Resident Evil games. But if you asked me where are we at in Resident Evil, I'd say we're at 9. And that would be correct.
No.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. I did a lot of research specifically on the Resident Evil one to make sure that I was correct.
Right, but okay.
Okay, so yeah, so this is.
So it includes not just the main title games. It's.
This is I thought that this would be easy, but
well, who knows what we're in for?
Let's
go. Let's not be against each other. Let's be a team.
Yeah, let's go.
A team effort, and we'll see how well we do against our producer. How about that?
Love this.
There we go. Right. Okay.
All right. Our first one is Resident Evil.
Okay.
Okay. So
I scoured Wikipedia specific Resident Evil websites. I did my best.
Got it. Okay, let's just crunch numbers. We know of at least 9.
9.
Okay.
You're not double counting remakes, right? Like 1 and the remake of 1 is still only 1 title, or is that 2?
I might be double counting.
Okay, I can factor this in. Hold on a second here, because we're gonna get the double digits here so fast. Okay, so let's just
9.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. We got 7, 8, 9.
1 and 1.
Yeah, 1 and 1.
2 and 2.
2 and 2.
3 and 3.
3 and 3 and 3. Actually.
And 3. Okay.
Because there's Resident Evil 3, the Nemesis cut, and then there's the Resident Evil 3 remake.
Okay.
Resident Evil 0 also needs to be in there as well.
4 and 4.
Oh no! Hold on. Okay, there's 4 originally when it came out. Then there was an HD cut that came out when they released it on the Xbox. Then there was a VR version that came out when it came to the PS4.
Okay.
And then there was the 4 remake.
Okay, I think that puts us at 15.
15 right there already.
Of the main titles. So if we're not...
I'm going to go and say that's fine for the main titles.
Oh, yeah.
So 15.
Are we counting like Code Veronica or the Umbrella Chronicles?
I mean, apparently I think we have to just to be on the fucking safe side here.
So I'm looking, I'm not counting duplicates.
Not counting. Well, okay, we did all that for nothing. Cool.
Okay, so
originals and remakes, but not duplicates. Sure.
Originals and remakes, but not duplicates. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
7, 8, 9.
Yeah. Okay, and then
1 and 1.
1 and 1,
2 and
2 and 2,
3
3
and
and 3,
4
4 and 4.
and 4.
Let's go into the that's good.
Okay.
I'm just assuming we're going like Price's Right rules on this, like as close as we can get.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trusting you to keep track of numbers here.
I am.
Okay, cool. Okay, and then I'm not gonna remember all of the fucking split offs. I'm gonna do my best here. Okay, first split off that I can remember is Code Veronica, then Dead Aim, then Revelations 1 and 2. There's another one in there that I can't remember the name of, so go ahead and count it.
Okay.
I think it was like a handheld game. It was weird.
Okay.
Then you've got Outbreak 1 and 2. Then you have the Umbrella Chronicles. There's another Umbrella something in there too. I can't remember the name of it.
Okay.
Did we say 5 and 6 yet?
Oh, 5 and 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's everything.
Okay.
I know that I can remember.
That seems pretty comprehensive. So our final number is 23.
Jesus fucking Christ.
With vague specifications on what we should and shouldn't be counting. I think that's a fair number.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the number?
So what I've got here is 17.
Okay, so we overcounted.
How did we overcount?
So we've got
Instructions on Twitter.
Yeah, let's see.
That's how you know it was so hard. Resident Evil, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil Code Veronica, Resident Evil, like again. So then maybe that is the remake because one's from 1996 and then the other from 2002.
Yes, that is the original and then the remake.
So then Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 4, 5, Revelations, 6, Revelations 2, Biohazard, Resident Evil 2, and Resident Evil 3. So I guess those were remakes.
Mm-hmm.
And Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 4, and Requiem. But do you want to take a guess? Just a random number stat of how many non-major releases, mobile games, other games related to it?
There's probably more.
So those were split into a different list. I was mentioning some of those.
I think if the question was name as many Resident Evil games as you can, far surpassed.
I'm gonna say at least 10. At least 10.
I'd buy it.
Well, I mean, we just said mainline 17, so I'm saying everything, including mobile games, everything including.
Oh, then what was the number we said?
We said 23, but then we're adding in like mobile games and stuff, so probably higher than that.
Oh, probably higher than that. So like
closer
30?
to 30?
I'd say 30.
Yeah, 30.
I'd say 30 is a good guess.
30.
We're at 64.
64?
I
forgot they also released some like random ones that are just like games on your phone type shit.
Mobile games, yeah.
Mobile games.
That's insane.
Also, that was counting other games, including board games and stuff.
I would love. Oh. I'd love to see how that stacks up against other video game franchises.
Yeah. So also, any other time, just like that we play with these bonus round games, we get all the prerequisites before we start playing.
I was like, I created this whole game, and I was like, this is not straightforward. But I have a few that are straightforward. So
okay, yeah.
Famously in Jeopardy, like halfway through, Alex Trebek goes, "By the way, you gotta say it as a question. You can't just."
Yeah.
Okay, Halo.
Oh, okay.
I could probably get this one.
Halo 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Halo Wars.
Yes. There's 2 Halo Wars games.
Then okay.
Because that's like the top-down strategy one that they did. I believe.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah. It is.
Okay.
There's 2. With Universe, we're at 6 main title games. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Universe, which is 6.
That's correct.
And then, great, cool.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Hey, we named them all. I think that counts.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This one will be easy for you. How many Mass Effect games are there?
4. Yeah, it was 4.
100%. All right. Can you give me an estimate for Call of Duty mainline games?
Jesus fucking Christ. This is another one where it's sort of like Resident Evil, where it's like, I mean.
Okay. I've got the first one. Call of Duty.
Yup.
That's my contribution.
So I just throw a vibe number.
Okay, so they're a vibe number.
A vibe number.
Mainline. And this one was more consistent across websites of like, this is the number for mainline games.
So just pure Call of Duty games?
Gotta be like 8 or 9, right?
Easily 8 or 9. I'm gonna say at least 10.
I'm gonna say 8. Not that we're against each other because we're a team, but
The number that I have is 23.
23.
I thought it might have been higher than that. Yeah.
23.
Well, because here's the thing. It's like, here's where it gets, and here's where I get fucked on this. Where it's like, what are we talking about when it comes to like, what's the Call of Duty mainline game? Because there's the original Call of Duties that were like the World War II games, and then we have the Modern Warfare series, and then you have the Black Ops series, which just got to 6. The Advanced Warfare series, which is its own thing now. Like, it's a little bit more nebulous. So it's like
maybe Call of Duty started a long time before I actually thought it did.
Oh, it did. Oh, yeah.
How old is the Call of Duty franchise?
I think the first Call of Duty game came out on the PlayStation, like the original PlayStation. If I remember right.
Okay, that's why. My first brush with Call of Duty was whatever one was out on the Wii, and I thought that was the first Call of Duty game ever. So I stand corrected.
Oh, fair enough.
I had a very different time frame.
I also could be totally wrong on that. Did you look that up, or are you looking up something else?
I'm looking up something else.
Fair enough. Totally fair. We'll never know. Somebody will yell at us. It's fine.
Yeah, man.
Dang. We're on 3.
Okay.
Way to go, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
How many mainline Legend of Zelda games?
I knew that this was gonna happen.
I'm just gonna here.
You keep count. Can you keep count? Great.
Okay. I got you.
Okay. Original Legend of Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Adventures of Link.
Mm-hmm.
Link's Awakening.
Mm-hmm.
Oracle of Ages.
Mm-hmm.
Oracle of Seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Ocarina of Time.
Mm-hmm.
Majora's Mask. Okay. Twilight Princess. Wind Waker. Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom. Do the Hyrule Warriors games count? Add 2 for the Hyrule Warriors games. And Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass.
I don't see anything for Warriors, so.
Oh, okay. Wait. How about Four Swords Adventure? Triforce Heroes. What am I at?
14.
That can't be the number. I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot.
Did you see Minish?
Minish Cap. Thank you. I was putting it together.
I just watched the playthrough of that, so.
Yeah, fair. I'm sure I'm forgetting like half of them, but that seems about right.
We're at 15.
We're at 15? 15?
There's 21. You did really well.
That's close. Wait, I'm missing 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
So, okay, in the first 5...
Oh, wait. The Link's Awakening remake? Does that count? Echoes of Wisdom. I'm
still counting, I guess.
Thank you.
no, the remake does not count, no.
Oh, dang it. Okay, so 16 for Echoes of Wisdom.
Yes.
Because that's definitely one.
So you gave, in order, Legend of Zelda, Adventures of Link, you said Link's Awakening, and Ocarina of Time. There's something in between Adventures of Link and Link's Awakening.
Oh, separate? I just remembered A Link Between Worlds.
Okay.
Sorry.
Is this counting those stupid, like, CDI ones?
No, surely not. The one of Gamelot, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Surely not. Surely not. No. Yeah.
Wrong with the hipsters pretend that shit doesn't exist.
Oh my gosh, what am I forgetting?
Did you get the weird one where it's a whale's dream?
That's Link's Awakening.
Okay.
Yeah, give them to me. I don't think I'm gonna come up with them.
So you got Legend of Zelda, The Adventure of Link, A Link to the Past.
A Link to the Past.
Oh, yeah.
Link's Awakening, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Oracle of Seasons, which I don't.
Oh, no, I said that one.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Oracle of Ages.
Yes, I said that one.
Four Swords.
Yeah.
The Wind Waker.
Yes.
Four Swords Adventures.
Oh, there's Four Swords and Four Swords Adventures. Dang it.
The Minish Cap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Twilight Princess.
Yep.
Phantom Hourglass. Yep. Spirit Tracks. Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword, of course, the Wii one.
I was almost going to say something about Skyward Sword, but I was like, there's no way he missed Skyward Sword. No,
I must have missed it. I fully did. No.
A Link Between Worlds.
Yeah.
Triforce Heroes. Mm-hmm. Breath of the Wild. Yeah. Tears of the Kingdom. Echoes of Wisdom.
Okay. I got most of those.
You did really well.
You did good. You did solid.
Okay, last one, and this is going to be a don't try to count it vibe space only.
Okay.
Because we're including mobile games.
Oh, Jesus.
We're including spin-offs. We're including everything in the world of Pokemon.
Oh, Pokemon.
100. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
that's truly my
That's
vibe.
it.
an ever increasing number.
Yeah.
That's true.
Their numbers grow stronger every day.
I'm not even kidding. I really, like, if it's 100, it wouldn't surprise me.
If it helps, I didn't count winds and waves.
Are we doing closest without going over?
Yes.
And is like blue a different game than red?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, fucking 100.
I'm going to say somewhere in the ballpark of 75.
It's 146.
Yes! Also, insane.
Crazy.
That's an insane number.
That's not main time. That's everything.
That's
though,
everything.
So that makes sense.
Sure.
Everything.
That
Yes.
makes 140. Name all of them.
All right.
In
here we
order.
go.
No, we're not going to do that.
And that's been our episode.
That's been our
on
episode.
Resident Evil Requiem. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. As always, if you have any suggestions or anything, any topics that you want us to cover, any games you want us to cover on the show, be sure to send them in to 3VOpodcastteam@gmail.com. We do read every message that comes our way, and we would love to hear your suggestions, so let us know.
Also, you can reach out to us on any of the socials. We're on pretty much all of them now, except for we don't want to go on the bad ones now at this point.
What are the bad ones? What are you talking about?
We know what the bad one is.
But we're on them. I don't know what you're on about.
They're all bad. There's one that's really bad.
We're not on Truth Social. We've never been there.
There's that one too. We're going to talk off camera about what really that one is now. But please reach out to the TikTok, Instagram. I think we have a Threads. I'm not totally sure, but just like please be sure, and also always please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. It really makes a difference. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.